Hello everyone, Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker. Yesterday I learned some shocking and hilarious news. Joseph, aka Moist Andy on YouTube, who I've made a bunch of videos with together, he's hilarious and very skilled with building radios and health issues and biology and knowing how to stay hydrated, was kicked out by his allegedly drunk dad, and he is now living in his dad's car, and he's homeless. He's 26 years old, kicked out by his family. He beat my record. He was kicked out a year before I was. I mean, I left when my brother attacked me when I was 27, but I knew it was really I had to leave. My brother was a huge asshole, and he got convicted and stuff. And even after he was convicted, he was still trying to like intimidate me and stuff. His parole officer cut that out. His parole officer was like, "Oh, he can't do that," and apparently he was, facing the possibility of being arrested and serving or whatever. I don't know about what the sentence would have been, but anyways, so Joseph was 26. And here's the funniest part. He filmed the argument with his dad, where his dad and Moist Andy were on the front porch or front yard, and Joseph's dad was kicking him out, and Joseph was taunting his dad. And then he just took his dad's car and drove away. And so now he's homeless. So he's following in my footsteps. Apparently, I'm going to build a whole legion of homeless disciples, and we're going to change the way people look at YouTube and radio and jobs. Joseph, at first he was just saying in the video, so first of all, I want to give some advice to him. I want to tell everyone, go subscribe to his channel and look, this is amazing. Like, really, I think it could be a very big thing in his life, that he's going to learn all these skills and get involved in all these situations that are just gonna make him, more resilient, that he's gonna learn a lot from, because this is all what I went through when I was living in my car. I did it for 2.5 years, and it's still it was very important to me. It was great. I don't like to say great in many ways. Like, I had to do it. It was something that I gained so much discipline and resilience from, and I learned from. And at the same time, it was also sad and painful and lonely. When I first went into my car, I was shocked at how sad I felt about it. I was excited to do it, and then all of a sudden I realized I felt like this outsider, like so different, and it was just scary to me. And I didn't know how to do it too. So I was trying to give Joseph advice, especially because it's still cold in Virginia, like how to survive, how to sleep, places in Northern Virginia he can sleep at. And it was funny in the video, it's all one shot. He gets in his car, or his dad's car, and starts driving. And I guess he said he was driving south on the freeway. And he, at one point in the video, he's like, "Oh, the warehouse needs me." Or the way Joseph talks is like, "Oh, the warehouse needs me. I have to be a sortation associate at the Amazon fulfillment center," or whatever, So he was saying he's got to go back to work, which, yes, don't leave your job if you don't have to. I did, but I had YouTube, to make money from. And so now he's looking for an apartment. And I'm like, well, he's looking for a pretty cheap apartment, $1,200. And I'm like, you gotta be careful, Joseph, what you get that cheap. And I know, it's not like you have a ton of income every month to spend, but if you get a place you don't like, you're gonna be stuck with the lease. You may have to pay a lot of money if you want to break the lease. The landlord could harass you. Your neighbors could be abusive, or make life difficult for you, be noisy, be rude. So that's a tricky thing. And now he's waiting to hear back from a landlord he applied from to live somewhere. So for now, he's in his Jeep, and it seems like he's having a good go of it. And first of all, Joseph's very smart, so like he knows how to adapt to a lot of things. He already knows a lot more things about how to live in his car that I don't know. Like, he knew how to calculate how long his car battery would last if he had his plug-in heated seat pad on his Jeep. So anyways, but a few tips that I've learned, and everybody go check him out. I'll link to him in the comments and description. I'll link to the video where his dad kicks him out, and he's already gaining subscribers. So I'm telling you, this could be like a huge, like almost like a revolution in his life. Like, I don't like to call it that for me, because it implies like I accomplished something great. I don't view it as accomplished something. It just informed who I am. But it could lead to him getting a lot more viewers and affecting a lot more people, and maybe even influencing people to do stuff that they want to do with their life, like to move out if they're in a place they don't like, to, you know, quit their job if they don't like it, and if you can afford it and all, or, you know, go after a better job, or do whatever it is you want to accomplish, you know, some artistic or creative dream you have. And for Joseph, I'd say, first of all, get a sub-zero sleeping bag. Even sleeping in like 55-degree temperature, I couldn't really do unless I had that sub-zero sleeping bag. Some people can sleep in the cold, but if even a little bit of coldness is on my face, like when I was in Arlington, the air conditioning would blow, and the cold air, the way the vent was up high, it would blow down onto me. I had to close the vent eventually because I couldn't sleep well with it. Get a sub-zero sleeping bag, a mummy style bag, so the hood goes over your head, and get it. I recommend getting it from a military surplus store. In Alexandria, they have a store, Full Metal Jacket. That's where I got mine. You know, I say get one of those because, you know, supposedly it's fit for, you know, the military to use in rough conditions, rough weather. So definitely get that. And then I mentioned a bunch of other little things: where you can sleep, make sure you're still showering, keep up with your discipline and routine, because you got to keep your mind sharp when you're doing this. Don't let your mind spin out, you know, by losing your sense of being civilized, you know. And that old Mercedes station wagon, the rear is really sagging down. I wonder what's in the back of that station wagon. But things like, you know, I had to learn such a difficult way, like, how do I use the bathroom? What do I do? I can't believe I was so ignorant. I didn't know, like, just have water bottles with me and use them. Because I would try and, like, get Gatorade bottles and dump them out in the toilet after I bought them, and then use them once and throw them away. And what I realized, or before that, I would just sleep by Walmart and go into the bathroom at night, and I'm like, this is miserable because I'm sleeping at the end of the parking lot. I gotta piss so freaking bad. It was nightmarish. So, and I didn't even know a good position to urinate in the bottles. Like, I would sit and try and lean forward, and it was horribly awkward, and, you know, it could be a mess. So, but I realized, Joseph, so here's what I would do. So imagine this is my car seat right here. Got my water bottle. Get up on your knees, turn around on the car seat. That way you can use your jacket or whatever, you know, to cover up the side so nobody can look. And hold your water bottle here and urinate in it like this. This way you're up, you have a clear angle down, and make sure you completely drain yourself before you're done, you know. And then don't mix up that bottle with your water bottles. And, you know, reuse them. So not to drink, but when you got your bottle of urine, you know, pour it out under your car. Hopefully it's like you're on a slight incline or whatever, so it actually goes under your car. Or if there's you know, patch of dirt or something, pour it there, and then just put it back and have a trash bag with, I say, have large bottles. Like, I used to, by the time I was done being homeless, I was such an expert at it. I had these giant tea bottles. First of all, I would drink the tea, but giant tea bottles with like wide necks, so it was easy to go into, and there was no risk of filling them up, or virtually no risk, because if you get a smaller water bottle, nothing worse than going, it's like, oh, I'm filling it up quickly, I gotta, you know, stop. So have large bottles ready, have them in a garbage bag you only use it for that. Have your sub-zero sleeping bag. You know, if it's cold in Virginia, I don't know if it's cold enough to do this still, but like, you can basically refrigerate food in your trunk. So I would go, like, get yogurt, even get sliced chicken for like sandwiches and spinach, and just keep it in the trunk of my car. Eat healthy. So I had a little thermos that I still have, by the way, and I would make oatmeal in it every morning. So just oatmeal and water, that's it. But at least I'm eating something healthy. I'm not getting McDonald's oatmeal, which has a bunch of sugar in it. So have healthy food. Do not neglect your health, because then you are so screwed if you start getting health problems and you're living in your car. And any way you need to deal with your health, you're stuck in that car, in the cold or in the heat or in the rain, whatever. Sleep in different places. Don't sleep in the same place every day, because people notice. In Northern Virginia, should say, people don't necessarily notice as much, because it doesn't happen as much there. In LA, it's like they're on certain places, they're on the lookout for. Other places, they know it's happening, they don't care. But like, you try and sleep in your car in like a rich area in LA, you could very well get run off from there. So know how to have your privacy. I saw a video on Instagram he put up where he blocked out his windows. That's good. I could never learn how to do that with clothes. I had to cut out cardboard and learn the spots that are good to hang out at. So yeah, obviously McDonald's, that's good. Where else did I used to hang out at? McDonald's was the main one because it was cheap. Yeah. And I could get like relatively healthy meals like chicken salads and iced tea with no sugar in it. This is wild. Joseph has a whole new life, and I think he could build up so much in his life from this. So he could, first of all, he's already gotten like 5 new subscribers from this. That's big. Don't discount or undervalue 5 subscribers. That's a trend, or that's part of a larger trend. So when you can get 1 new subscriber, you can get 1,000 or 1,000,000. If you can get 5, you can do the same. So keep making videos. He's obsessed with making videos now, so that's good. Oh, and call my mom and let her know when you can go have dinner with her somewhere. She still wants to meet you and film it. She wants you to film it. So she wants to ask you about the Rapture and radios, and I'm sure now living in your car. But look up my old car advice videos if you have to. And by the way, so that's all I can think of for now to say about that. And as for me, what I'm doing, just writing a ton. I took the day off work today because I got some appointments. I got to do my tax appointment. The CPA I hired, they already filed an extension because even months ago they had to schedule this for today because they didn't have time any earlier. And just some other stuff I'm trying to get done today, but just a lot of screenwriting assignments, and not much to say about that other than it just keep going. I can make a little improvement each day, make mistakes each day, each week, and then they get reviewed in class. So just keep going with it and try not to achieve perfection with it, because that just makes me miserable. Just keep going, keep writing. So anyways, I'm gonna get moving. I want to get a nice chair for my room too. That chair in my room hurts my shoulders so much, and a new chair is expensive, but what can I do? And the chair from Staples was garbage. It was awful, so I got my refund on that. Anyways, gonna get going. They're calling an airstrike right now. So by the way, this is so awkward. So our screenwriting classes, they're all over Zoom. So I'm in my room on the webcam, and I have my window closed because there's so much noise on the street, or there can be sudden noises on the street. I don't want them to distract from class. But the window's thin. It's not like a double pane window. And I forgot, like every night around 9 o'clock or so, ice cream truck comes by and plays that Turkey in the Straw music, that little jingle. And then it starts playing, and you can plainly hear it now. I told my teacher, oh, like the ice cream truck's outside. Because I can't not acknowledge it. And then I was trying so hard not to laugh, because I'm trying to focus and be serious in class while my teacher's talking, because that's right when I was getting reviewed for my work. And so I'm having my hand on my face like this, you had to keep from laughing. And I'm I'm gonna look so stupid if I just laugh like I'm being disrespectful. I don't care. I'm not being disrespectful. I cannot help it. The more I try not to laugh, the more I was like, I pulled it off, but like I give a little smirk sometimes, like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Like that's playing. Anyways, all right, everyone. My shoulders are hurting again. I got to stretch. I was so exhausted too. I woke up late, like 5 this morning, 5:30, because I've been sleep deprived this last week. So busy, and I don't want to let the day get away from me now. So I'm gonna got an appointment with the hardware store. I just want to get a good flashlight, um, and take care of my things. So Moist Andy, first of all, everyone check him out because you're a part of his story, and support him by watching and encourage him to keep going. He's fortunately, I'm just glad he's not. It doesn't seem to affect him as much as it did me, where it was making me really sad. He said it's the best day of his life when his dad kicked him out. He was so happy. So, and I was happy too for me. But then, like I said, then sadness hit in and all kinds of stuff, and loneliness, and this is part of a big thing he's doing, and it could change a lot. And I don't like to talk it up too much, even though I have. Just watch Moist Andy. I'm going to link to him in the description. Follow him. He's got a really interesting story, and obviously I believe stories are very powerful. I want to write and direct movies, so there you go. So anyways, keep watching, everyone, and hopefully Moist Andy has dinner with my mom soon, and he films it. All right, bye.